Hello everyone, I am Krooked and I do stuff, and this is Unscripted, the series where I take a completely unscripted look at games and give it a 1 through 10 rating. Today, we are playing Guilty Gear X Advanced Edition. Fighting games on a system that only has like 4 buttons is kind of weird to me. So, let's see if this is any good, especially because, well, Guilty Gear is one of my favorite fighting games of all time. And yeah, I'm a chip main, just get it out of your system. Alpha Blade! I wonder if it's going to have any voice acting in it. This game is also really loud. Like, really loud. Okay. Oh, it's me versus me? That's how we're starting this? Okay. Oh, man. Okay. This is actually... Huh. Alright, so controls-wise, block is L. A, B, and R all do attacks. Wow. And of course you control the D-pad. Honestly, it's kind of smooth. A and B do different attack combinations. R and A do different attack combinations. This is way better than I thought it would be. Wow. I I wrecked. Like, for a game that's known for being a little bit more complex than a standard fighting game, I'm really impressed overall with the controls. I mean, it's not as advanced as say like the PlayStation 2 version or even the arcade version, but this isn't bad at all. You can still combo pretty well. It has a lot of the same controls and a lot of the same overall style. It feels like Guilty Gear, which I couldn't ask for more. I love Guilty Gear. Sound-wise, it sounds like it basically borrowed from the Sega Genesis for its sound chip. It does have very basic voice acting for like the Duel 1, Heaven or Hell, Let's Rock that you see in normal Guilty Gear games. But it's not very loud, and it's kind of a letdown. It's still pretty decent though. It doesn't sound terrible. It sounds okay. The music is probably the worst part, and it sounds like kind of a Game Boy game, not really Game Boy Advance level. But it does have different tracks. It sounds like there are MIDI versions of the actual character themes from the more advanced game. The sounds from hits all sound the same. It has the same sounds for like counters, special moves, things like that. Honestly, this is a really impressive port of a game to be this on Game Boy Advance. Combos are really easy to pull off. It's very smooth. So basically we have to get into the graphics next, and out of anything, the graphics are the weak point. Between rounds, it looks really solid and really good. All the characters look like the characters, and that's what we want out of Guilty Gear because it is such a strikingly stunning game. The backgrounds look like they tried to do the backgrounds from Guilty Gear X, but they had to kind of dumb it down a little bit for the obvious limitations of the Game Boy Advance. The characters all still look like the characters. Like, you can very easily tell that I was fighting Jam. You can easily tell that I'm Chip. You could easily tell that I was fighting Eddie. Everything looks the way it's supposed to. It's just very dulled down, but it goes into the whole thing of, with good character design, you can tell who they are based off their shadow. Guilty Gear has very good character design, and there's no... I don't have to guess who any of these characters are. It's very obvious who they are. They all look correct. It's good. The game is a little easy, which... Guilty Gear is not a game that I've ever thought of as being an easy fighting game. Like, even the story mode, you're going to get rocked at some point in time. But this is actually really impressive overall. If you didn't have a better console to play this on, I don't think that you'd be upset that you had to play it on Game Boy Advance. Like, it would fill every want and desire that you want for Guilty Gear, and definitely scratch that itch in every possible way. Like that scratch that you can't reach, you know, because you're like, I don't have that console. This is the back scratcher for it. Overall, this is really, really impressive. The cutscenes between matches look really good. Like, look at this. The graphics look rather spectacular between matches. And it has very good character portraits. It's just in matches it doesn't look that good. But even this, like, the level designs still look good. The overall presentation of the game is really good, too. It has your super meter. It has everything you want from Guilty Gear, honestly. I'm so impressed by this. It's kind of amazing that I haven't played it before. Did I just triple jump? Wow. I know that Chip can double jump, but I don't know why I've been able to triple jump. That's pretty cool. For what little parts of this game aren't good, there's so much of this game that's just absolutely spectacular. And the parts that aren't good are really, really simple to look past. And, oh, you can also use L to combo and do other things. Okay. So, I mean, I've done nothing but praise this game since I started playing it, which is a nice change, because I played some games that were pretty rough in recent memory. But, when it comes down to a score, this is the kind of game where it's going to impress anyone who plays it. If you don't like fighting games and you pick it up, you're going to catch yourself playing it going, wow, this is a lot of fun. If you've never played it, or if you have played it before, you're going to be like, what? This is a great port. Look at Biken. She looks weird, but still like Biken. This is probably one of the best ports I've ever played, especially to go from the PlayStation 2 over to the Game Boy Advance. Like, I dare someone to find one other port that is this good from that era, and I doubt that you can. So for a score for Guilty Gear, I'm really trying to decide, because it's not a perfect game at all. And it's almost at a 9. Almost at a 9. I think this is an 8.5. It could easily be bumped up to a 9, but I'm going to give it an 8.5 because it's so good. If the graphics were just a little bit better, if the sound was just a little bit better, it would easily be 9, 9.5. Oh, I mean, almost a 10, really, because it's so good. And this is going to be a game that you want to come back to time and time again, play all the different characters, and this might even be a good entry point for Guilty Gear because it's not as brutally difficult as normal Guilty Gear games. This is a game where you want to find this game, you want to play this game. This game is awesome. I couldn't be much more impressed by how good everything here is. So, with all of that, comment down below and let me know if you've ever played a Guilty Gear. If you have, who's your favorite character? Mine is Chip. I also like Kai because I really like his kit. A lot of people I know like Soul Bad Guy, which is the guy I'm fighting right now, but I think he's a little bit too edge. Like this video if you enjoy Guilty Gear. Hit that subscribe button so that way you never miss out on an episode of Unscripted. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that way you'll be notified whenever a new episode of Unscripted comes out. Other than that, I do want to thank you for watching Unscripted. And I will see you on the next episode. Bye!